Can you imagine everyone doubting you and using one of your mistakes to other people's advantages in debates for the government? This is what happened to Winston Churchill. Winston Leonard Churchill was born in Blenheim Palace in Woodstock, England on November 30th, 1874. One of Churchill's great-great-grandmothers was an Iroquois Indian. His grandfather, Leonard Jerome, owned and edited the New York Times, and some of his ancestors fought against the British in the Revolutionary War. Even though many of Churchill's ancestors lived in America, his father, Lord Randolph Churchill, and Winston were both born in England. Winston was the first of two children, and he grew up in a rich family. His mother was very busy and had a very active social life, and his father was a very busy man and was very involved in the government. Therefore, Winston did not receive much attention when he was growing up. When he was growing up, he went to a boarding school named Harrow. There is a rumor that he once made a bomb as big as a soccer ball to blast the trash out of an abandoned well when he was attending Harrow. Later, he attended the Royal Military College at Sandhurst and he graduated. After graduating from the Royal Military College at Sandhurst, he had many jobs such as a second lieutenant and being a correspondent during the Boer War in Holland. Although Churchill was a great man and he had helped the Allies win World War II, he had some downs in his career. He tried to attack the city of Dardanelles and he lost in World War I, and he lost the election twice for the House of Commons. Even though those are two bad things that happened in his career, they influenced him and motivated him to be the man he was. Another influential decision that motivated him was switching parties for the government. Churchill served for 55 years in the government, and he had several unusual jobs such as being a soldier, being a correspondent during the Boer War, and being an artist. He also had many jobs in the government. Churchill had many achievements. Churchill suggested that some scientists should build some experimental tractors equipped with caterpillar treads. This turned out to be the tank. Churchill had many important jobs in the government, such as Chancellor of Exchequer and Colonial Secretary. He also was part of the House of Commons many times. Lastly, and most importantly, he was famous for serving as the Prime Minister during World War II. Churchill, along with the Allies, succeeded in defeating the Nazi Party. He also served for the Prime Minister in his second term. Churchill was a very important man during World War II, and he left a lasting legacy in the government. Churchill used many good strategies that were successful in all the battles, and because he had good strategies, he was able to hold off the Nazi Party from taking over England. Churchill was knighted by Queen Elizabeth II. He was also one of the best prime ministers in England of all time. He has left a lasting legacy in strategies for war and politics.